Hello, everyone. Welcome to this very, very special CryptoKnights AMA. And today we have the pleasure to welcome Dennis, the CEO of BitWala. Dennis, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, and also thanks for hosting us and for making this possible. I'm super excited.
Welcome. So, Dennis, could you tell us a little bit about yourself? And also, I've just seen that Jan has just joined. I'm going to add him in.
So hi, Jan.
Welcome,
Hello.
Jan.
Hey,
Welcome.
Jan. First time we've met.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. I've heard so much about you from Dennis and from Sam. All right. Excellent. Okay. Good. Everything is here. Everything's set up. Now, it takes time for people to start trickling in. Okay. I'm checking everything on my side. So I think we can start. Why don't you guys start with introductions, Dennis and Jan?
Right. So I'll go first. Jan can acclimate a little bit. I'm Dennis. In my young mid-40s, let's say. I was 20 years a market maker, a stockbroker at the German Stock Exchange. I wanted to wire 500 euros, I think it was, to Mt. Gox, like who remembers? My bank wouldn't let me, so I immediately understood what Bitcoin is good for, because nobody tells me what to do with my money, right? So fell into the Bitcoin rabbit hole and never looked back. And so I had to go somewhere else to acquire my first Bitcoin. So I went to the Berlin Bitcoin meetup, which was hosted in room 77, which was the first brick and mortar store in the world that accepted Bitcoin as payment. I think back then it was like maybe 10, 15 people or so. Bought a few Bitcoin OTC and had a few cheeseburgers. I think they were like 8 or 7 Bitcoin each. But hey, it's not quite up to pizza day.
It's
but
impressive,
it was the first time people paid with it, and that was really cool atmosphere back then. Yeah, and then 2018, my good friend Jan, who had in the meantime founded a payment processor / banking thing, asked me to come on as head of trading there, and I did. And that went pretty well until 2022, when that shut down, and now we're basically trying the whole thing again, because we know it works and there's a need, and we're solving our own problem, because Bitcoin is not only a store of value and but also a means of payment, right? But in real life, that's a little bit lacking, because we know the days where we think that Amazon accepts Bitcoin probably are over. So the debit card is mostly the API to the real world, and basically that's the product we're building. We're building a super hardware level secure Bitcoin wallet connected to a bank account and the card. So consumer facing, mass adoption stuff. But it works. It's a real product with a business plan and profitability and all that stuff. So yeah, working at the basics basically. Jan, anything to add?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Jan. I'm born 1989, the year of the peaceful revolution, born in the GDR, the former Eastern Germany, at this time occupied by Soviet tanks. That's just 35 years ago. I'm born in the city of Magdeburg, a city with a legacy of 1,200 years of Kaisers and engineers and inventors. I myself, with 10 years, I started with my first experiences with websites, with object-oriented programming, with peer-to-peer technology, and with Microsoft DOS at the time. I was always a lover of mathematics and of sports. I graduated as an engineer and economist in the University of Dresden, University of Technology. I fall into love of economics and statistics. And at the time of the last financial crisis, 2008, 2009, that was when I was studying, and basically was studying also the history and the future of money. 2012, then I heard that WordPress accepted Bitcoin. This is where I got orange pilled and invested all my time into crypto, and invested my time in founding a Bitcoin consultancy. At this time, there was no crypto, there was only Bitcoin. And this is where also I met Dennis. Yeah, and then we started pretty much founding the first Bitcoin consultancy. This failed. However, we learned a lot of valuable lessons. Yeah, and then we pivoted from a consultancy to an incubator, to basically founding a consultancy which made other business accepted Bitcoin, and then we pivoted from convincing other Bitcoin companies to basically accept Bitcoin. Yeah,
Okay.
and this is where I met Dennis. Yeah, and the rest is history.
All right. Let me go to the jugular here, right? Let me just ask you just quick, direct questions here, okay? So you guys are doing this a Bitcoin wallet, apparently, as simplistic as possible, right? How is it different from the other wallets? Why is it different? Why is it better?
Yeah, that's actually where it gets real technical, right? So you have different ways of generating a Bitcoin wallet, and also different ways of storing that private key or seed phrase. They're not quite the same, but similar enough. And so usually when it comes to managing your backups, you need to write down 12 words, or you need to copy a file from somewhere to somewhere. And this thing with the 12 words, and I myself have fallen victim to that, is super annoying. And it's very prone to loss and error, because as soon as you start to have like your 5th, 7th, 12th wallet, maybe for different chains or for different use cases, at the end you don't even know, what belongs where and where it's stored. You need to, your computer breaks down. You need to drive to the bank to get out your 12 words out of the safe. And other versions, methods of backup, like the old original Bitcoin client, just stored the private key with the password in a file, right? So if someone had access to that file and guessed the password, then they could have access to your private key. So what we do is we generate the private key in 3 parts, but we generate them in 3 different locations, and they never meet on device. So basically, even if someone has access to our backend, or has access to your phone, or has access to your backup, they cannot use this part that they then have to make a transaction.
Okay.
And the coolest thing is that we can back this up and restore it, and it supports any number of different wallets on different chains. So basically, you can have a Bitcoin wallet, a Bitcoin wallet, a Bitcoin wallet, an Ethereum wallet, a layer 2 Bitcoin, layer 2 Ethereum wallet, all derived from that same private key without having to manage 25 times 12 words. So I think that's as simple as I can put it. Told, if you asked me to prove the math to you, I would pick my nose for a very long time before answering with a shrug. But it's audited and works. And so I think that's one thing that's really cool, because we have, and Jan will second this, because he owned customer service for a whole time. There are many people who just lose a lot of money because they simply forget their 12 words, or they forget where they put them, and that's just something that's really bad. And the other option would be to put it on an exchange, right? To store it like on Kraken or Binance, but then it's custodial. You don't have control of your own funds. So we want to have the best of both worlds. We want to have super simple and super secure, and I think we're doing a pretty good job. Okay.
So for some of the audiences who are in here who are not familiar with what this is about, so ritestream is producing a crypto Shark Tank show called CryptoKnights, all right? And BitWala will be one of the participants on the show, right? So yeah, super excited about that. And filming is happening the 21st of July, okay? It's going to be pretty intense, all right? And then the first episode should be dropping early September, okay? It's going to be on a premium streaming platform with over 200 million households, and we've already secured about 25 local and regional channels, which gives us another 150 million household distribution. So we're looking at over 300 million, but we're talking to more folks, right? We're talking to MGM, we're talking to HBO, we're talking to a whole bunch of folks to try to get a lot of exposure for this. And a lot of the local channels we're talking to are going to rerun the episodes for the next 3 to 5 years, right? So the way we want to do this show, guys, is that we want to show the world that there's a whole range of new crypto projects coming out that's really going to change the world, that should be taken seriously, that, because we're going to have a whole bunch of audiences, right? We're going to have Web2 audiences, people who like Shark Tank shows, people who like investment shows, people who like science and innovation shows, people who are curious about crypto, people who are into crypto, that kind of audiences will be coming in, people who are curious about Bitcoin, so we are encouraging the projects to come in and use this show as an opportunity to showcase what they have and to bring a strong call to action to the show, So Dennis and Jan, I have a question for you now, right? The things that you explained, I think we'll have to show it very visually on the show, correct? So, if you guys got a lot of B-rolls and videos and stuff like that, do share with us. Send it over to our production team. We want to see how we can work it in, because some of the explanations can be a bit difficult for the audience.
Yeah, we'll have to figure something out, like a puzzle piece. Oh yeah, we'll find some creative way, because I think what makes this crypto Shark Tank, if I may call it that, so interesting, is that many of the products that we'll be seeing are not something that you can touch, right? That there's not something that you can act out, or it's not the new soup or dog food or I don't know, tool. So all the teams will be faced with the challenge on how to showcase and make sure people understand their secret sauce.
Yeah. So while you're explaining how this works, right, there has to be a visual actually showing the UI. You have the app already, right?
Yeah, the app's live.
Yeah, so we could do a recording of the app as you explain it and showing people all these things so they actually can visualize. And then again, another thing is to compare with a very famous existing wallet out there. Are you open to that? So people can say, hey, look, here's the difference with this and that. Is there something
Sure. I mean, there's a few. The wallet market isn't exactly what you call a blue ocean, right? So there's a few apps out there that take care of your crypto. I think what we do better than anybody else is cut out the bullshit and not make you leverage or trade or stake or do options and derivatives and futures and Bitcoin. And quote Steve Jobs, our mission is to give our customers what they need.
Okay.
And not necessarily what they think they want, right? And I think that's the part that works for us.
All right. And we're pushing for QR code to appear on the show, right? So if you could have a strong call to action, right, on the show, what is the one thing you want audiences to be able to do? Not just watch, but what you want them to do?
Well, obviously, it's the most people who don't have any touch points with Bitcoin yet, like our crypto careers, for example, they will find that our app is extremely simple and intuitive, while not neglecting all the safety issues, all the safety features that you should have. So my call to action would be obviously buy Bitcoin, right? That's my call to action to everybody since, I don't know, 10 years or so, or even longer. So very few people actually listen and follow that call to action. And then obviously, if you're in Europe, download our app at bitwala.com, play around with it, and give us feedback, right? This show is going to be one of the first steps to come out of our silent launch. So far we haven't made any PR or advertisement or anything. So we're still at the very beginning of our journey, and we really like and take to heart feedback that we get from our customers.
Okay. Good for me to know this. Right? I'm taking notes here on what, and because you've met Sam. Sam is our director, for the guys who don't know. And Sam is a fantastic storyteller, right? So Sam and I, we talk every day, and I will share with him your feedback, because you guys have a reality shoot coming. Can you let them know when is it happening?
That's going to be happening on the 14th. We're going to BTC Prague. So everybody who goes to BTC Prague We're at booth numbers 73. Just give us a holler. We'll have a beer on tap at the stand, at the booth. So, just to give an incentive. And they will be there at the 14th, I think. So if you want to have a cameo, everybody, drop by and smile with us into the cameras.
And the camera crew will be there as well, right?
Yeah,
So we might,
I guess.
some of you we might catch you on screen as well, right?
Yeah.
I don't know exact plans. Jan, will you be there as well?
Yes, and Prague will be there on the 14th. It's next Saturday.
Excellent, fantastic. So
No, it's Friday. Sorry, next Friday.
Yeah. I'll be looking forward to that. So some of the earliest reality shoots are coming out, and we're going to use that as a sneak peek in promotion for the show before it goes live, right? Just getting you guys to know that, so that people can start seeing. So we'll start marketing this even before the show comes out. All right. Okay. So that's going to be a good thing. All right. So your call to action is download the app, give you feedback, right? But who are the main?
And buy some Bitcoin.
Buy some. Okay, let me answer that. Right? Who are
and in the best case, at this time probably, I'm not sure yet, but set up a savings plans, right? So invest one time, play around with that, but also if you're convinced and you really like it, set up a savings plan and build up long-term wealth.
Okay, I don't think we can say buy Bitcoin on TV, but maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
We have to go through QC with
yes.
the platform,
Yeah.
So we're going to be careful,
Okay.
but we will try to push the boundaries as much as we can. All right. And like I said, right, this show is going to be on repeat for years and years, right? So if you have a constant evergreen call to action, that's user acquisition all the time, right? But who are you thinking will be the ideal guy to okay, this is something for me. This is something I want to download. Which is the right profile are you thinking about?
Yeah, somebody who is interested in investing, I think, and open for digital money for the new kind of investing. Yeah.
Okay, so they'll have to download the wallet from there. They'll have to. I know you can connect your. There's a connection for fiat, right? Euros, is it?
Yes.
So you can download the app and you can deposit either euro, obviously, and then just one-click trade, or you can deposit Bitcoin or Ether, and then trade. And then the good part is then once you have our card, you can connect that card to your Ethereum or Bitcoin wallet, and then basically whenever you use it, you exchange Bitcoin or Ether for euro on the spot, and the merchant gets the euro, and you've sold a little bit of Bitcoin, but without any huge slippage or without having to worry how to time the market. I see also some questions coming in regards to that.
Let's go.
Do you want us to go into the questions? It's a bit early, but we can go into the questions. If there's something that really kind of takes your ride, let me know and I can bring it up.
Well, obviously there's a few questions about the KYC procedure. We are one of the very few apps that we do have to do KYC at some point, right? So that's a given. But we are one of the very few apps that try to be very, very non-intrusive. So we have 3 different KYC tiers. So in the first, you basically sign up, do a selfie, and take a picture for ID, and that's it. If you were to sign up for any big exchange in Germany, for example, you would have to do pages and pages and pages of very intrusive questions. We try to be mindful of that. Then that comes with a relatively low monthly limit, I think 15,000 euro or so. But that's okay for most people, right? So they can stay in this KYC tier without having to disclose more and still use the app. Then there's the next tier, tier 2, which increases the limits a little bit. And then there's a questionnaire, and then we basically have the unlimited tier, which then is the full anal probe with everything. So if you choose to do that, but we're not forcing it on you, we're just saying, hey man, you would be eligible for it. Do you want to, have unlimited trading or unlimited card use? There's some safety measures in place there. You can unlock that, but at your own volition. We're not going to force these KYC processes on you if you don't want to.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So we have some restriction right now. We only accept euros, and we're not only open for customers of the European Economic Area. So that's a restriction on the target customer right now.
Is there plans of expansion?
There are, but first, so we're also raising a seed round right now, and so the first plan is to cover full European coverage, and then next, I think sometime next year, we're eyeing the Spanish Americas, French Africas, or Southeast Asia, depending also on how the landscape there evolves in terms of partnerships and the ecosystem. Because we partner with people, we don't have a license, we don't want a license. Because what good is a license from Germany if you go to Venezuela, right? Nothing. So basically, we've tried to find local partners and boutique around our self-custodial wallet, sort of this offering, where we can do the DeFi money Lego approach to have different partners for different use cases in different regions. But on the front end, it will all look the same. It's just BitWala.
Okay, cool. Should we go into the other questions as well?
Yeah,
I think that's
sure.
Yeah.
I'm here to be grilled, so let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go to the next question. Another one by Kezia. The off ramp and on and off ramping. Let's talk about that. I have that question as well.
Yeah, so you don't on and off ramp directly from your bank, right? You get a bank account in our app. So basically, you send from your bank account to your bank account in the BitWala app, and then you can on and off ramp all day if you want to at your house content, and then you can withdraw the Bitcoin that you buy to wherever or store it in our self-custodial wallet, or you can withdraw the euro if you've sold something. So basically, this is one of the things that reduces the risk of getting your account blocked, because all the exchanges happen in one ecosystem. It's not like I'm sending 10 ETH or 5 Bitcoin to Kraken, sell them, and then put them on my bank account, where the bank all of a sudden, gets the scares. Where's this money coming from? And then blocks my account. I have lost probably half a dozen bank accounts due to interaction with crypto, right? And we want to avoid that feels bad moment. So this is all happening in the ecosystem of us and our partners, and never touches like your bank. No connection.
Okay. Next question from Fam. How does the exchange into euros and the payout work?
Yeah, it's possible via the app. So I don't have a demo here, but you just go into the app and you click trade and you sell or buy. And then a second later, you have Bitcoin or euro on your account in the app. And then you can do with that what you will. And just to add, we trade at spot. So we have 1% flat fee on everything, but the exchange price is spot. So if you, we're not doing it like some other companies that charge like 1.5% or so spread. No, the spread is exactly what you would see at Bitstamp or Kraken or any other. We just pay our service fee on top.
Okay, cool. One more question by Kezia, which I think is a good one. About the exchanges getting hacked and going under. Literally, are you guys an exchange? I don't know.
No, but we are not an exchange. That would also mean that we would need a license. We are working with partners that provide crypto and banking as a service. Obviously, they could be hacked. Anybody can be hacked. And we cannot ensure that doesn't happen. What we advise is that you store your Bitcoin in the self-custodial part of the app. So not on the card or on the bank account or, that's why we have that. And that's one of the learnings, I hope, that we all get from FTX and Celsius and Mt. Gox, that, self-custody is key. And not putting your coins on an exchange is the best way to make sure you don't lose.
Agreed.
Yeah, that was an interesting part when I read your write-up, that you have the custodial part and the self-custodial part.
It's pretty much like a pocket and your vault. So in your pocket, in your wallet, you should have only some cash which you could afford to lose just in case, a few $100 that you would spend with your card. But you wouldn't put all your savings in your pocket, in your wallet. Yeah.
Nice. Next one from Jose Mendoxo. Right, great app, very happy, super fast, super reliable. Oh, one of your fans, one of your actual users.
Nice.
That's great. That's great. Always good to see that. You know.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
sir.
Yeah. Right.
With Globo as a national hero as a profile picture. Perfect.
Next one. Let's go to the next question. Fam, what's the deal with the physical cards mentioned on your website?
We're waiting for months now, much like many other projects, for the final okay from Visa to publish physical cards. However, tomorrow we will announce a partnership that will at least provide a workaround, and I think a very good workaround. I will ask you to wait, to watch our Twitter closely.
Okay.
Because that will make it much easier for us, because we don't have to deal with Visa, and for you, because the workaround that we will offer has many other benefits. But yeah.
Okay.
Be hyped for that, because it's pretty freaking cool.
All right. And talking about following you on Twitter, I think we'll share that information, your Twitter, your Telegram, and all that. We're also planning. I think I told you guys. I think I dropped information to you that we will be able to start marketing and promoting the show finally on the 15th of June, and we'll be doing all kinds of campaigns. One of the campaigns we'll be doing is like a mega, Galaxy campaign, quote unquote, for all the projects. So you can get a network effect, from growth from all the different projects coming in, and we'll do joint campaigns with you guys as well to grow your community, and we'll do it every single project as well. Some of them have got massive communities, right? So then we're going to give exposure of all projects to each other's community. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be like in campaigns and promotions leading up to the show. We've got about our last count, about 100 KOLs now going to support us, okay, in our campaigns coming up, promoting everything. So that's going to be good. So we want to see some massive growth even before the show, okay? All right, so that's something we want you guys to support us and work hard on this as well, okay?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, looking forward.
All right. Okay, let's go. So Casey and Fam are just dominating the questions.
Yeah, I see.
You're on it.
All right, Kezia, say I on-ramp from a European bank or through an exchange into BitWala wallet. Can I off-ramp to a UAE, Cayman Islands?
Well,
nope.
You understand where I'm going with this?
Well, you can
it legal?
off-ramp in crypto. So basically, you can on-ramp your euro to Bitcoin, and then you can ramp your Bitcoin to wherever you want. But from inside the app, you can only send to your own bank account. So you cannot send from the BitWala app to, I don't know, your cousin in British Virgin Islands, let's say, right? No.
When I first heard the name BitWala, I thought it was an Indian.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Yeah.
But actually, the genesis is from Bitcoin, obviously, and Hawala. This is like an ancient money transfer system, right, in the Arab area. So it has actually two connotations, and it.
Right. Wala in Urdu or Hindi, I think, is person.
Yeah,
exactly. It's the friendly businessman for everything. So there's a shy wala, a taxi wala, a wedding wala, a police wala. And he would,
go on.
He would do everything for a commission. And that's why he's so friendly. Yeah.
Yes.
But this is how the whole economy, the business is run. Yeah.
That's right.
By the way, he can off-ramp also to any other country if he can use a card. With a card, you can pay online and you can withdraw cash wherever you want to.
So Fam is asking, you have 150K downloads. Is the app live? Can you already buy and sell with it today?
Yes,
so
and yesterday,
our
and
app is live since 10 years, pretty much. Yeah.
Since
It has never been offline. Yeah.
Yeah, since 2014, right?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
But the current iteration of the product is live, like with our current partners, is live for 5 months, I want to say now. So yes, you can download the app and thingamajig your thing through it and be hopefully a happy customer. And if not, then let us know.
So this is the opposite of most crypto projects, which issue the tokens first and the product maybe comes later. You guys had a product since 2014, and now your token is coming up in Q3, right? Your TG?
Yes. So we have actually two tokens. We have a security token that's the crowd sale for that will launch probably in 2 weeks. We're like we're crossing the last T's and dotting the last I's. And then we're launching utility token end of Q3, actually, yes. So
okay. So what are these tokens called? The utility token is a BitWala token. What is it?
we're not exactly we're not exactly sure on the name and the ticker of the utility token yet. The security token is called BitWala, BWALA, but it's available on CryptoKnights.it. But you will also, if you follow our Twitter, then you will no doubt be made aware of the public sale, and then you can just buy that as well. And then there later on the utility token, but we're still kind of figuring out where that launches, how that launches, and so on and so on.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's go to Martin's question. How widespread is paying with BTC in Europe?
Too
Zero.
little.
But because nobody accepts Bitcoin. That's the thing, right? They do now because without noticing. But our customers actually do that. So we have the Bitcoin maximalist as a target customer who puts all their money into Bitcoin and then pays with it, because all along they will be, saving more as if they try to time the market or on an off ramp all the time.
Okay. Can I give you a tough question? Some hard love? Casey?
No. Yep.
Yo, yes, come on.
Yes,
Okay.
that was.
Your ex following. Let's do that one. That question says your X following is very low compared to 150K downloads.
Yeah.
I'm sure you get this. We get it all the time.
That's fine. Like we don't do marketing. That's the whole point, right? Right now we're in silent launch, and this CryptoKnights appearance will be probably the second or third thing we do. The first thing we'll start marketing in regards to announcement tomorrow, then the security token sale, then CryptoKnights, and then the utility token. So yeah, we are bootstrapped, self-funded with like some small angel investments. We don't spend a shit ton of money on acquiring customers, because we also know that if you spend money to attract customers, you're going to attract the ones who don't pay, who are not using the products as they should, right? So you have this problem. So we're growing organically really well. We know that our Twitter game is lacking, but we only have 24 hours in the day. We're 8 people at BitWala, and we cannot pay one person to just tweet all day. I mean, Elon Musk does it by himself while running 8 companies, I guess. I'm not smart enough, right? And
he's a different animal.
He's a different kind of animal, yeah.
Yeah. But
our engagement is pretty well actually on Twitter. If we post, we have a very active customer base. And 14K followers is not so bad, I think. How much you
Yeah, like I said, our marketing is going to start middle of June, and we will get you involved in the marketing campaigns, do joint campaigns as well leading up to the show. So that's perfect timing for you guys as well, and for us, Any insights on which launchpads are you working with, if any, or are you guys going to go straight to an exchange?
We can't disclose the launchpad yet. That's still up to negotiation yet.
Okay, so you are talking launchpads, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right. Just checking. All right, let's go back to some more questions. Okay, let's go to Oz one. Okay.
Okay.
Is your card partnered with Visa, MasterCard? Are you able to withdraw funds on? Oh, I missed that 15 question, but never mind. Just do the MasterCard. Yeah, I jumped it. Don't worry, we'll go back. Okay. Do you want to go back to the first question? Okay, go to the first one. Is your wallet on for EU citizens? Let's do it from the top down.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so our self-custodial wallet is available for everybody because it's self-custodial. This custody wallet is only available for citizens of EEA, so European countries, all European countries, not just European Union.
Okay. All right. I'm scanning through the questions. Okay, let's go to Fam's question. Okay. if I have the money paid out to my bank account, everyone's very curious about the mechanics. So if I have the money paid out to my bank account, where does the money come from? What appears in my bank statement?
It comes from a bank account in your name with our partner. So basically, what your bank sees is a transfer from you to yourself. So it's not coming from, I don't know, Payment Incorporated Limited from Malta, but it's coming from a bank account that has your name on it to your bank account that has your name on it. So it should raise very little red flags.
Okay.
Except for if you normally get social benefits and then you pay out 500,000, of course. But you know, if it's within your normal, let's say, give or take, spending and income, then there's no reason to worry.
Okay, so we have a hard stop in about 7-8 minutes.
Yeah. If there's anything that jumps out, Joseph, even if it's ahead, just give me a little time. I should be able to pop it up.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Let me see. It's really all about. Okay, let's talk about something about the show. All right. Kenya is asking about the show because this AMA is really about BitWala and the show, right? So his question is: BitWala has, well, they haven't started marketing. He just said it, right? They're going to start soon.
Yeah.
Through CK, you'll be getting massive audience and crazy hype. Are you going to be shilling CK and ritestream as hard? Well, it's part of the deal. We'll be shilling each other for sure. Sure, right? 100%. Are you guys excited about the filming?
Yes.
Sure.
Will it be both of you?
Yeah, inshallah. I mean, Jan will do everything together with your team to make sure that he can attend. I hope.
Okay.
And it's a pretty exotic location, so I've never been. I am excited.
Okay.
It's your first time is it your first time in front of the camera? Is it, or like have you done TV stuff in the past?
Well, no TV, not, but like I'm not per se scared of audiences or cameras. I'm more excited to go to Kuala Lumpur and experience a couple of days there and have an adventure. I'm maximizing for fun in this regard, to be honest.
Same for me. I've been many times for camera, and I've been many times in Southeast Asia, but not in Kuala Lumpur yet. So that's missing on my
mind. The reason why Kuala Lumpur is because our team is filming another show over there for Netflix, right? So the production team is already there, and they're going to wrap up around the time we start. So they suggested, hey, why don't we just leave the entire team there? And we have the studio already, and just continue. So that's the reason why. So it's a boring reason. I'm so sorry, guys, but it's a very practical reason.
I don't mind. Like for all I care, the reason doesn't matter.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna close up with one last question from Alex. I think we're gonna wrap up. Alex Sacha, I hope I pronounced it right. And I like to go for these hard questions, okay? Because you gotta face these questions, right? So he says nobody really wants to spend a volatile asset when it's down. Think about an algorithm backed by a reserve that mitigates your okay. I don't understand, guys. Do you understand?
Whatever that means. I mean, I can answer the first part of the question for real. Nobody wants to also trade all the time to make sure they exit at the exact right time and buy at the exact wrong time, right? So what would we do, and what our customers do, is basically whenever they have euro, they exchange a lot of it into Bitcoin, no matter the time, because they know over 10 years they will be up, because Orange Coin always up, right? That's what we say, and then they don't have to. Let's say you're going on holiday, and you estimate this holiday to cost about, I don't know, 5,000-6,000 euro because it's 2 weeks and you have to fly. Then you would have to time the exact day to cash out to pay all your tickets and your hotel and your Airbnb and your taxi and Ubers and whatnot and your dinners. And in our product, you don't need to do that. You leave this all to chance, which statistically gives you way better chances to preserve or to actually don't miss those targets. And yeah, we will have something like an AI assistant that will always sell the best performing coin. Like we have only 2 coins, Bitcoin and ETH. right? So let's say if you're up on Bitcoin and down on ETH, it will sell the Bitcoin once you make a purchase. But we exactly don't want people to actively trade or to hedge or to leverage or whatever, because we are aligned with the long-term vision and mission of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is money. It's the best money. There is no second best. So it makes only sense to have all your stuff in crypto and then only cash out. And yeah, Kazia asked me one more important question, and I said this before, but I'll say it again. We charge 1% on every purchase, every sale, and every crypto-powered credit card transaction. It might sound a lot. It's more than, for example, Kraken or Bitstamp, but it's way less than our competitors in the debit card market. So I think it's a pretty fair pricing, and the convenience and the security that come with it are definitely worth it.
Okay. I want to ask one last question from Oz1, which I was saying before, but I skipped. Is your card partnered with Visa, MasterCard? Are you able to withdraw funds from ATM?
Yes, no, yes.
Yes.
So
no. Yes.
So we are partnered with Visa right now, but only for a virtual card. Exactly. However, with our partnership, we are announcing tomorrow you will be able to have a physical card, go to the ATM, withdraw cash. Yeah, very conveniently.
Okay. All right. Now, I'll wrap up with one last question from me, okay? Because we have 2 minutes. Tell me about the utility of your token.
It's a little bit tricky to talk about it because I'm German, we're German, and if I personally am liable for the white paper, then I should hush and build first, and then, as you said, we build first and then, take it to the people. You will be able to pay your transaction fees with it. You will be able to lock it up for increased transaction limits, for a better card, for better customer service. You will get rewards for interaction. You will get points for usage. You will get Discord roles. You will get swag. You will get access to community events. So basically, everything that is desired or needed to build a community and kind of make the product sticky will be made possible by the utility token. It's important not to mix up security and utility token all the time. So you will be able to use the product without, but I think it'll be better and cooler with.
Okay. But so I see in your write-up, it says that you're looking to have solid utility.
Yes. Yeah, of course. I mean, it doesn't make sense to just print a shitcoin.
Okay, you guys are
but
working.
Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we will launch the utility token as a meme coin on some Bitcoin layer 2, and then it just accidentally has utility on BitWala. I mean, there's a million things. We want to do something crazy. We don't want to do something boring and not exciting. And I think we have some good advisory. We have some good investors that give good input. We have some good connections, and I think we can make something that's really, really awesome and not just good.
Okay, there are some new questions. I think we have to address this question. I don't want to leave without these two. Okay, so he said 1% is massive. Can you address that?
Yes, easy. I think so. We don't just save convenience and security if you use others, or you will get with us. You save a lot of time. So if people store, let's say, on a hardware wallet, their funds, and then they have to send it out to an exchange in order to sell it to get the best rate, and then do a bank wire from that exchange to their bank account, and then basically cash out with their card from the bank account, and maybe get blocked or have to wait 1-2 days for wiring this. This will take you quite a while. So therefore, I think 1% is absolutely convenient and appropriate, because with us you can deposit and withdraw to your bank account instantly, 24/7. So therefore I think it's fine.
Yeah. Also, if you look at the European landscape, you have I don't want to name names, but you can do your own research. You have companies that have a massive spread, that have 2% spread, that charge 1.5%, that charge 1.5% for savings plans. So 1% is in that field where we operate absolutely not massive. Sorry to disappoint. It just sounds big, but it's not massive. It's not at all. It's actually with the zero spread that we trade at, it's actually probably the best rate you can get for an app with integrated on and off ramp. If you go to MetaMask and on ramp through Ramp or MoonPay or whatever with a credit card, you're often out 5, 6, 7%. Right? I think 1% with the.
So we were going to wrap up, but now there's a huge debate going on here and on our channel.
Yeah. It's a little bit like with these foreign exchange stores on the airport. Zero commission, but we have no hidden fees, but a flat 1% fee. So
this one says, I want to off-ramp 500K into my bank account. I have to pay 1% if my banks don't. What is it? Casey, say I want to off-ramp 500K into my bank account in the EU. I would pay 1% if my banks don't raise an eyebrow. I just need this solved.
Yeah, so you can off-ramp with Bitcoin. That will raise eyebrows anyway. And I think this is rather an individual where we should find another alternative solution, maybe a concierge service rather than a typical product use is not the case with 500K.
Yeah.
That's doable. I think we should talk bilateral.
Yeah. If you off-ramp 500K, I mean, definitely I don't think anyone can solve that problem, right? You know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
But we have solved the problem in the past. We have purchased apartments using crypto, so it's possible. It just needs maybe a little bit more white glove approach, let's say.
So if the banks flag it, will you resolve it? Can you resolve it?
We can't resolve if your bank, your personal bank is flagging you. Like.
Oh, okay, all right.
But we are partnered with crypto-friendly banks.
Okay. So you can help people with this issue, right? Is it possible?
I mean, we can help for sure. But at the end, you have to resolve it yourself and document yourself the source of wealth that the money comes from, that you have a credible income or wealth, that the money comes from it, and that you can prove it. But we have experience how to resolve it, and we happily help our customers. Yeah.
So how about besides Bitcoin and Ethereum, are there any other tokens you guys assets you can hold?
No, we basically offer the gold and silver of crypto. We don't want people to invest their money in paper or maga coins for a reason, because people, and I think 80% of all people who are trading these kind of, sorry to say, shit coins, they will lose all of their money, and we don't want to earn with customers' funds. We want our customers to set up a savings plan to dollar cost average to build up wealth, instead of making the customers' wealth our revenue. That's not our approach.
Okay, all right. Casey, I got another question. I am willing to pay taxes. What does that mean? I don't understand. What he's trying to say? KYC.
That means he's compliant, and you should talk with his tax consultants. How much in which taxes he wants to pay and can pay. There's nothing I can advise on.
Yeah. So I mean, look, I'm looking at the chats, even our Telegram groups. There's questions going back and forth. I think people are very curious about this thing, this project. You know, having the issue with off-ramp, I mean, it's everywhere. It's here in Singapore as well. But I've been able to take out huge amounts. Thankfully, in Singapore is a good place, right? Nobody says anything, you know. Fingers crossed. So I hope it keeps that way, right? So
don't jinx it.
Yeah, I don't want to, huh? All right. Anyway, guys, I think we'll wrap up here. Dennis had to go off. He told me already he had like a hard stop at 45 minutes. Jan, thank you so much for your time. I'm super excited to get you guys on the show. I'm super excited to see the filming for the reality shoot coming up. And I will definitely be seeing you face to face in Kuala Lumpur when the studio filming starts. But like I said, we'll be starting campaigns and promotions before that, So excited for all this.
Yeah, thanks for all the tough questions. Thank you for all the comments and even tougher questions. I love serving customers. existing but also potential customers, and feel free to submit more questions either on our social media platforms or on our help desk. We are ready to tackle that and also to solve bigger problems if they're out there.
Wonderful.
All right.
Thank you so much, Jan.
Thank you
You're
so
welcome,
much.
yeah.
All right.
And everyone, whoever you may be watching, thank you for joining us. Look forward to having you back again for another AMA. And yeah, get hyped for CryptoKnights.
Yeah, in Berlin you say to the blockchain eternity and beyond.
Exactly. There you go. You heard it. To the blockchain.
Take care. Thank you so
Good
much.
night, everyone.
Take
Everyone.
care. Bye.
Bye.